James is 29 years old. He works as a marketing executive at a mid-sized company and takes home $3,200 per month after taxes. On paper everything looks fine. He has a stable job, invests a little for retirement, pays his credit card on time, and even uses an app to track his expenses. Yet by the 24th or 25th of every month his bank account is nearly empty. He does not gamble, does not go on luxury vacations, and does not indulge in extreme shopping. He is just living a normal life. Still, if James continues like this for the next 30 years, he could lose over $500,000 of potential wealth. Not because he is irresponsible, but because one habit has quietly crept into his life: convenience. And here is the uncomfortable truth: convenience is slowly making you poor. We are taught from a young age to save more, invest early, and avoid debt. James does all of this. So why is he still financially stuck? The answer is simple: he is paying a convenience tax every day. This is not a government tax, it is built into the modern system. Small amounts such as $12 for delivery, $18 for a ride, $4.99 for a subscription feel negligible. But when you add them up, the picture changes drastically. James spends roughly $220 a month on food delivery, $180 on ride-hailing, $75 on streaming subscriptions, $140 on buy now pay later installments, $90 on convenience store markups, and $35 on small banking fees. That totals $740 a month, almost 23% of his income. If he invested that $740 every month at a 7% annual return for 30 years, it would grow to nearly $870,000. The money he spends today for speed and comfort could have been his path to financial freedom tomorrow. The problem is that modern businesses are incentivized to reduce friction, not reduce your spending. One-click checkout, auto-renew subscriptions, saved card details, instant financing are all designed to make transactions seamless so you do not stop to think. Banks earn interchange fees on every swipe. Buy now pay later companies profit from late fees. Food delivery apps charge restaurants up to 30% commission, and that cost is passed on to the consumer. Studies show the average household spends $200 to $300 per month on subscriptions alone, and most people underestimate that amount by 30 to 40%. When payments are automated, the emotional pain of spending disappears. Behavioral research shows that when payment is delayed or automated, people spend up to 20% more because they do not feel the cost immediately. This is not a conspiracy, it is incentive design. Companies grow when transactions increase. Credit cards replaced cash, tap to pay replaced swiping, and subscriptions replaced ownership. You do not own movies, you rent access. You do not buy software once, you pay a monthly fee. You do not always purchase products fully, you split payments into installments. Ownership creates pause, subscriptions create flow. That flow creates recurring revenue for them, not for you. Convenience gives a small emotional relief each time. Ordering food saves time, ride-hailing adds comfort, installment payments reduce stress. But the relief is short-term and the cost is long-term. If James continues this pattern for 20 years, his lifestyle expectations will rise, his savings rate will stay low, and his reliance on financing will increase. If a recession hits or he loses his job, subscriptions will not pause automatically, debt will not shrink on its own, and expenses will continue. Convenience feels efficient today, but it creates vulnerability tomorrow. We believe that working hard will make life easier, but when spending becomes effortless, building wealth becomes harder. Ease in consumption creates difficulty in accumulation. That is the hidden trap. Convenience is making you poor, not dramatically, but predictably. The solution does not require extremes. You do not need to delete every app. You need to reintroduce friction. Remove saved card details. Turn off one-click purchasing. Disable auto-renew subscriptions and renew them manually. Even a 10-second pause can reduce impulsive spending significantly. Track your convenience premium for 1 month and ask yourself how much extra you are paying just for speed. Compare delivery costs to grocery costs. Compare ride-hailing to public transport. Compare installment pricing to full payment discounts. When the numbers become visible, behavior starts to change. Then automatically invest the difference. If you cut $300 of convenience spending, turn it into a $300 automatic investment. The system itself is neutral. It can either drain you or build you depending on how you use it. Awareness is the difference. The middle class is not struggling because people are lazy. The problem is that consumption has been made effortless while saving still requires discipline. Spending is frictionless, earning is effortful. Until you recognize this imbalance, you will quietly pay for it every month. The next time something feels effortless, ask yourself, effortless for whom? If spending requires no effort and earning does, the math is obvious. Convenience is not evil, but unexamined convenience is expensive. People who build wealth use convenience for income, not impulse. They automate investing, not spending. They design friction around consumption, not around saving. Because they understand one simple truth: convenience will keep making you poor until you take control of it. And the day you take control, convenience stops being a trap and starts becoming a tool.